So with that, we bring in Eric Hosmer, who is raking right now for the San Diego Padres. We're going to talk about the fact he's off to a hot start. Padres looking good, but more importantly, with a nod to the X-Files. The truth is out there. Will Smith, before he was slapping comics and Men in Black. Eric, do you believe in aliens?
I don't know. I think Will Myers has changed my belief on this a little bit, but that was such a fun little thing the Padres were doing. All my buddies back home were locked into the Instagram page for the question of the day and whatever that was, and Snell kind of took over, and it was a fun deal. But most of those arguments, we kind of just do that to get Will going, and once he's going, it's fun to be around.
Well, that means you guys are obviously having a good time, and certainly having a good time on the field right now. Padres are off to a great start, Hodge, and we knew the Padres were going to be good, but obviously a challenge there with the Dodgers and the Giants. Without Tatis, though, so far you guys have been rolling. What's been the key to the hot start?
Yeah, I think as a group, we, especially the offense, we challenged each other. Knowing Tatis went down early, that we had to step up and do our part until he gets back. And then when he gets back, it's it's a reinforcement. It's kind of like a big pickup at the deadline, and we're getting arguably one of the best players in the game. So that's kind of been our motivation early, to try and kind of play clean defense, clean pitching, and have some timely hitting. And then when we get Toddy back, hopefully we're rolling on all cylinders, and he can just jump right back in.
I love this game because it's a challenge, it's tough, it's a mental grind, the ups and downs, the different bats, the stances. You have figured something out, period, end of story. Was there something in the offseason that you worked on to come in this year, because you're leading the league now and you're on fire?
Not really one particular thing. I just try to, just make the adjustments and just kind of see where it went wrong last year, and then try and make those adjustments and try and fix little things coming into this year. But honestly, man, confidence is such a big deal in this game, and there was a lot of things being talked about throughout the offseason and spring training, but just seeing how my teammates had my back, seeing how the coaching staff and Bo Mel had my back, just gave me the most confidence I could have. And I'm truly thankful for those guys, and I think that's they're a big credit to the way we started out and the way I've started out.
Speaking of Bo Mel, he is your new manager now at San Diego, and he said it looks like you're enjoying the game of baseball again. What do you make of those comments?
I'm definitely enjoying the game of baseball. He's been awesome to play for, and him and his whole staff really. It's a breath of fresh air for me. Honestly, it's a lot of the similar stuff that when I came up in Kansas City that Ned would preach, and just trying to preach playing the game the right way, being fundamentally sound, and just trying to go about things the right way as a pro. And I think this group has really linked in with him, and we've really enjoyed playing for him so far. And I think we're going to continue this ride throughout the rest of the season.
You're an ultimate pro, brother. You got an ultimate pro across the diamond for you. Manny Machado off to a hot start also. Something that he's doing, or talk to me a little bit about Manny, because this game looks like it's real slow for him at the plate.
It is, man. Manny's he's just Manny. It's like, it seems like it's too easy for him. One of our pitchers, Nabil Krismat, was messing with him the other day, and he's like, man, you just got 4 hits, and you walk up to the plate, and you're just like sitting right here, just an easy double. But I mean, the way he makes everything look so smooth and so effortless is it's something that I've kind of tried to put into my game and tone things down a little bit. But man, Manny's a stud. He's going to be a Hall of Famer one day, and he deserves all the credit that he gets.
We know Manny's a stud, and right now one of your pitchers is absolutely dealing. That's Mackenzie Gore, an inconvenient truth. He's been dealing his first 3 starts, Haas. What have you seen out of Gore?
Yeah, young Mac, man, he's been electric, man. I think we really saw it in spring training. His first outing, he was throwing up like 96, 98 miles an hour on his heater, and we're like, man, this looks good, this looks different. And he's just had that look in his eye the whole, since spring training really started. You could tell he's been locked in, he's been focused, and he's had a goal in mind to come here and make the team and be a big part of our team. And, we've always known at some point if we're going to go where we want to go, he's going to be a big part of it. And you could tell he's had that mentality. He had it going into the winter, and he's been great so far.
Now, you got married last December, and I just want to take you to a couple photos because the suit game is on point. You have fire and heat and everything in the closet. Who does all your clothes, and did you always have this kind of style?
So my buddy Tom from Gents Playbook, you can look him up on Instagram. He does all my my sport coats, my suits, and all that stuff. And actually, my beautiful wife, who was in the picture that you guys first posted, got me linked up with him when we started dating in Kansas City. She messaged him in Instagram and was like, hey, you got to make my boyfriend some suits, and it's been like 6 or 7 years since, and he's just been coming out with different suits, different jackets for me, and it's kind of has low-key put me on top of the league in the suit game, honestly.
Yes, 1,000%. And now I do want to ask you, because we love weddings, right? And there's always that guy, and it's a fun that guy. Who was that guy at the Haas wed?
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, it wasn't that guy, it was that girl. And Wade Davis's wife is an absolute stud of a human being, because there was a camera that dropped on top of her head and literally pretty much split the top of her head open, and they had to rush her out. It was during the whole ceremony, so they had to rush her out and asked her if she needed to go to the ambulance or nothing. She goes, "Hey, I'm fine. Throw some dirt on this thing. I want to get right back into that party." So it could have been a big disaster,
Yes.
but she just absolutely champed it out. So I got to give her the MVP for sure.
Cowgirl.
Yeah.
Much respect to Wade's lady. Okay, I want to ask you, Haas, about movies
Caitlin Davis.
specifically.
I'm sorry. Caitlin Davis. I shouldn't call her Wade's wife. Caitlin Davis. I apologize, Caitlin.
All right, Haas, we got a few rapid-fire questions. I'm going to ask you a few. Give me your best answer, then you go back and hit practice and show homers. You ready?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Number one, let's start it right off, because now in California, you got to have golf in your life. So how's your golf game been?
My golf game is flat out embarrassing, dude. I hate to even say that. I need Uncle Kev. I need you to lock me in at some point one of these winters, because I mean, we picked up Jake Arrieta last year. He's taken the boys to all these prestige golf courses all throughout the United States, and I don't deserve to be on any of those golf courses, so I can't go on these trips with the guys. So I need Uncle Kev to lock me in at some point in my golf game.
All right, done deal. 2, better shower body, Luke Voigt or Sal Perez?
Golly, man, those are two big boys, I tell you what. But Luke Voigt is a beast, man. This guy is huge. If you know, I mean, if anyone that's played with him, when he's in the clubhouse, there's a good chance he's going to be in the locker room. And he's like, his upper body program is exactly what I want mine to be. He goes from bench to incline bench to decline bench to another bench, and it's just like 100 to 105 pound dumbbells just eating them just all day. So he's a big boy, but yeah, Luke's yoked. He's definitely yoked.
Man, dude, that's unbelievable. Kansas City barbecue or San Diego seafood?
Oh, man, now you're trying to get me some hate. Now you're trying to get me some hate on Twitter. The Kansas City barbecue is tough to pass up. It's tough to pass up. It really is. All the food in Kansas City is so good. The restaurants there downtown in the plaza are all real good. But, I mean, San Diego's right there. They got a Michelin star restaurant now at the Hotel Del. So that's a toss-up for sure. But I kind of grew up on the Kansas City barbecue, so I'll give them the nod.
No doubt. What's your favorite aisle in the grocery store?
Oh, man. I've tried to avoid going to grocery stores at all times, because I think that's the biggest hiccup me and my wife could ever have, is going to the grocery store together, because I'm trying to get in and out as quick as possible. And she's just kind of leisuring around looking at different things, and it just never works out good for us. So I try and stay away from the grocery store as much as possible.
All right, deal. Last one, you and Casey are expecting sometime in September. Now, which Padre on the team is going to give you the most Padre, which is the most parent advice?
Oh, Craig Stammen, for sure. He's already he's gave me some great marriage advice. I'm going to lean on him for some dad advice as well. He's definitely the guy that's going to get me, where I need to be as a dad. And I might end up making Tatis the godfather. I don't know. He signed a pretty big check last couple of years, so he might end up being the godfather of this young stud.
Nando is definitely the guy that can write that check. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Eric Hosmer having a great season with the Padres. Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully the rodeo continues. It'll be a fun ride, not only on the field and off the field. Thanks so much, Haas. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having me.